Hi guys, and welcome to another video from FM Wonderkids. Today we're going to be looking at strikers that you might want to sign in Football Manager 2016. As with the other videos in this series, we have simmed the game for 6 years, which gives us the advantage of seeing how players have grown during that 6-year period and seeing what their attributes are like. So, it's the last video in the series. So sad. But it's the perfect time to remind you guys that here at FM Wonderkids we make videos especially for you. So please let me know now in the comments box what you want to see in the next and upcoming videos. Would you like to see a scout report on the best young Serbian midfielders, or would you like to see a Let's Play video featuring myself and Manchester United? Right, so starting off, we're going to show you this guy here. He's going to be quite unachievable, unfortunately, at the start of the game, but please keep an eye out for him because he does grow into one of the best strikers available. His name is Paulo Dybala, something like that. You can see he's very proficient in the finishing and composure side of things, and he's got a lot of the attacking midfield slash striker attributes which you're looking for. So he's got concentration and composure, the anticipation and the finishing. He's got agility, which is great to have if you're nipping in between defenders. He's got acceleration and pace and vision, so he's got a lot of stuff which you need. And if you have a look at his graph here, it's very, very, very attacking. So he's a great player to watch out for. You're not going to be able to assign him really at the start of the game because he's just signed for Juventus, I believe, for 26 million, so they're not going to want to sell him straight away, and he's not going to want to go. But please keep an eye out for this chap because, as you can see here, his average ratings are through the roof. So the first guy I want to show you who is obtainable at the start of the game, maybe someone for a lower budget team who haven't got that much to spend, is a guy called Breel Embolo. You can see he's got the finishing, he's got the composure, which is what you're looking for. He's got the off the ball acceleration, strength and pace. So he's got exactly what you're looking for. Maybe not a top end striker, but he's got the attributes you can sit him up front and he's going to score you goal after goal after goal. If you have a look at his graph here, you can see he's solid and he's got the physical and the speed attributes. So he's fast and strong, which is a great guy. He's a great potential to play in up front on his own, centre forward, advanced forward, maybe not a target man. If you have a look at his stats here, his average rating is pretty decent, and he's getting double figures every season, so he's a great little buy. You can see he played for Real Madrid here as well. They bought him for £60 million. Wow. So you can see someone who the big clubs are interested in at the start of the game. He's 18 at the start of the game, and he's valued at £5 million. You can pick him up for 12 million. And looking here that he goes for 60 million to Real Madrid, he's definitely worth buying. Next guy I'm going to show you is a chap called Sergio Diaz. He's a little Paraguayan chap, and he has a great finishing attribute. Composure as well, go hand in hand. Finishing and composure always go hand in hand for me. Off the ball then is something that I look for first off the bat, because that means their movement, their runs off the ball, so the midfielders can find them. Fantastic acceleration and agility and pace. But he's a short little chap. He's only 5'5", so you can see his aerial here is very, very pitiful. His defending is non-existent. He's a poacher. So stick him up front. He's like a little Paraguayan Michael Owen. I'm sure I could have found a better analogy than that. Here is his history. He's not as actually great as the other guys, but you can see here he went for 13.5 million at the start of the game. You can pick him up for £775,000. So he's someone who I would bring in as a poacher, stick him up front, probably with someone else because he hasn't really got any real physical presence. So the next guy I am going to show you is a guy called Berardi. He's Italian and he's 6 foot tall, and he has a lot of technical attributes. He can cross and he can dribble, so he can play on the wing if that's what you need. If you're playing 3 up front and you like him to interchange, he could be a great guy for you. He's got the passing ability. He's got, again, the finishing, the composure, and the off the ball, and he's got the acceleration and pace, and he's not lacking on the strength like the last guy I showed you was, which shows his graph here, and you can see that's a very good graph. So he's a guy like you could play up on his own, and again, he could switch out to the wings. If you have a look here, At his average rating, that's what we're talking about. That's a lot better. That's 7.5. Played for Juventus his whole career here on this game. At the start of the game, he's valued at 12.5 million. You will have to spend about 30 million to pick him up, but you can see he performs straight away. So he's a great little player. Next, I'm going to show you is a guy called Maximilian Romero, who has, I think, the highest potential rating according to my scout, and you can see why. He's still only 24 years old, and he's got the finishing again and composure and the off the ball. He's got the pace and he's got the strength. He's got the heading as well, so it'll be interesting to see how tall he is. His jumping reach is only 12. He's 5'11" tall, so he could win some aerial battles. And like I say, he's got the strength and he's got the pace. And again, he's got the technique and he's got some mentality. So anticipation is a good one for strikers. Let me just point out, because obviously you're talking like an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer fox in the box, someone who knows where the ball's going to fall. History, we'll have a look at his average rating. Maybe not as good as the other guys, but like I say, he's got the highest potential out of them all. So at the start of the game, this guy, his value is £500,000. You can pick him up for £1 million. So for someone who's got the highest potential rating, he's definitely worth looking at. Right, and then I'm going to go to number 1 on my list, who is actually playing in my squad here. His name is Rui Pedro. He's a Portuguese gentleman, and he's 6 foot tall. He can head the ball. He's got great first touch and finishing. He's got acceleration, agility, pace, strength, and stamina. He's most probably turns into one of the best, if not the best strikers in the game there, and his off the ball is 17. So we'll have a look at his attributes. You can see his graph is spiking there in the technical and the aerial, and again on the physical. He's a great little player, and I urge you to get hold of this guy. He only is valued at £80,000 at the start of the game, and he's 17 years old. He has an asking price of 4.5 million, so smash that 4.5 million in there straight away at the start of the game. Get this guy in your club, develop him, bring him on, and who knows, you could even maybe develop him into a better player than I have here. Right, that's it guys. Thanks very much for watching. Did you like this video? And subscribe for more great content. See you soon.